the Judgment card. So there's an awful lot of powerful energy working on your behalf and through you, Pisces, in the month of March. What I do sense in opposition, there's a sense of some past experience still lingering in the heart. Okay, you're the third sign to get this. Okay, and what that tends to mean is the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups is something from the past has been or proved a bit of a disappointment to you, and it's pierced you at quite a deep level. Well, it's at the level of the soul, Pisces, so really deep. But at the same time, you've got all this incredible fire and this incredible passion which is propelling you forward. I would say there's 9 cards. There's 2 cards that are quite challenging, only minor arcanas, and the rest of the cards are really powerful majors propelling you forward. So you start March with the Judgment card, one of my favourite majors. This is the Rebirth card. It's about regeneration, coming back from the dead almost, and giving thanks for all the blessings that you've received. Sometimes when I pull this card, I just say thank you, because there's 3 people here. They're all coming out of coffins and they're raising their hands in gratitude for the new life and all the good that they have received. Okay, it tends to be about universal blessings, starting again and wiping the slate clean. Right next to it is the Three of Swords. So some of you might be involved in a triangular relationship. The threes are really often sometimes represent being torn between 2 people. Others of you is some experience in the past has pierced your heart to the core, but it still exists at the level of your mind, which means you keep replaying it, Pisces, okay? Now, all of us do that. That is the way that trauma removes itself from our system, okay? The past keeps replaying, it's like an old tape, and what's trying to happen is something you experienced wants to be released. And the only way to release it is to go to your heart and pull out the 3 swords. And to re-feel what these 3 swords mean to you, Pisces, because this 3 right next to the Judgment card are both speaking of some sort of crucifixion, some sort of pain, automatically leading to a rebirth and a healing. Because really, essentially, Pisces, it's the energy of the Holy Spirit, or whatever word you want to call that, the divine energy that heals us, but it can't take from us what we're not willing to give it. Really tough one, but it's quite often about surrendering our past hurts, surrendering even triangular relationships, and asking for divine guidance and divine help. Because what you most want is the Strength card. The Strength card is the Leo card. She's got her eye on her North Star and she's following this direction. She's also leading through her heart, which means her mind and her heart have came into alignment. This card is also about soul unification, which means we're moving in a direction and no longer at cross purposes, which means the Three of Swords can sometimes be at cross purposes, like different parts of us going in different directions. Our heart wants to go here, but our head wants to go here. What you most want is a sense of alignment, of being in your true destiny and your true power. Now what's supporting you is the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. So she might be a person male or female. Tends to be an earth sign person, but not necessarily. But is someone who's very, very earthy, very in their bodies, very, very deeply nurturing. If she had a job, she'd be a nutritionist, a massage therapist, that sort of thing. But so what's helping you reach for this power, this true destiny, is this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Now this queen has got a peacock behind her, and this peacock has got its tail because it's eaten its thorns, and our thorns are our past experiences which have pierced us to the core, a sort of Three of Swords experience. But by digesting these experiences and properly processing them, we grow into the queens and the kings of the tarot. We take our power and we take our authority. And that's when soul unification and mastery tends to take place. Really, really interesting here. Some of you might be getting help from a person, and this person would be, again, quite financially secure, quite someone who can help you reach for your destiny. Now what your challenge is, which is quite interesting, is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is about energy, essentially. She can be a fire sign, male or female, but fire is about passion. It's about aliveness. The fires are also healing energy, because the fires represent Kundalini, and as Kundalini moves up through our spinal column, it heals all our past experiences which are still logged in our chakra system, whatever you want to call it. That's what I work with, okay? So this is about raising power, okay? And so there might be a little challenge to get your energy rising, Pisces, because it takes tremendous energy in order to change anything, because we're all having to work against the power of inertia, the power of, you know, that energy, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm tired. We're all having to fight against that energy in order to get our power. And it's that power that works through us, that magnetizes new situations to us, which helps us to transform our lives, okay? Very interesting here. But your supportive energy is this Queen of Pentacles. She is my favourite queen at the moment, because she's about having... The Pentacles energies are about your value systems, but they're also about having your soul in your body, okay? Because we've had so many traumatic experiences, Pisces, and especially Pisces, because you've lived through all experiences, a lot of people, especially like shamanism and Buddhism, they say that our spirit leaves our body. The Queen of Pentacles is about being home in our true power. She is my goddess at the moment. As you can see, got green tower here. Very similar energy, and she's supporting you. And it's almost, Pisces, I'm getting you really at home within the earth element, quite secure, quite stable. And if you're not feeling that way, then there's an energy trying to help you feel that way, to feel solid and grounded and safe. Because safety seems to be coming to mind at the moment. I don't know why. In your relationship house, you've got the Lover's card. So there might be some important relationship choice to be made. I think for some Pisces, it might have been a triangular situation, and you're having to leave the past behind in order to embrace the future. I think there might be a little bit of grief with that, Pisces, to tell the truth, but that might not be. Some of you might be meeting a new love, about past fear and past disappointments are stopping you fully embracing this. It might be the Queen of Pentacles that you're meeting, okay? Again, it's not gender specific. Even in my personal readings, I'm not gender specific. It's just a different quality of energy. But there's definitely a relationship which is the center point of your issues this month regarding your love and all your relationships. There might be some big choices that have to be made here, Pisces. Money and work, you've got the beautiful Ace of Wands again. So the Ace of Wands is very much similar like the Queen of Wands, yeah? They're gifts, it's mastery. This would be about initiating new projects, birthing something new. Because the Aces are always about new, birthing something new. And the Wands are about creative projects. It's about bringing your ideas into manifestation. It represents the, the root chakra with the sacral. So you're birthing something new. So there's an awful lot of power, again, going on for you in your money and work house. It's a definite yes card. Though working with your energy might be a little bit of a challenge. We've all got that, Pisces. We've all got these opposing forces working, every single one of us. And I think maybe because you've got both fishes, Pisces, you more than other signs have got this duality of having to balance out different elements. At the soul level, you've got the Five of Cups, okay? Which again makes me feel there's a little bit of grief that still needs to be processed, Pisces, okay? There's 3 cups that have spilled and there's 2 new cups behind you. That's what I'm also picking up here. And that's 3 of Swords. That there's some rebirth happening here. There's some new vitality and passion coming your way. But there's something still about a past attachment or a past experience that still seems to be going on for you. I'm going to pull you another card, but the outcome is the beautiful Sun card. The Sun is always a yes, by the way. It's the most positive card in the deck. So whatever that you're going through is going to have a really positive outcome. Now, I've just pulled you the most interesting card at the level of your soul, at this 5 of Cups, and I keep thinking there's something that needs to be assimilated. And you just pulled the World card, and it's making me laugh, okay, because the World is the last card, which means you've gone through every other card up until now, and this is the final piece of the jigsaw puzzle. But with it, there's still a little bit of residue of past regrets here, Pisces. Now this is really common because of the amount of energy that seems to be working on your behalf this month, okay? Sometimes, when we turn a light on and we get all this new awareness, and with it comes we also attune to some sadness, some grief over lost opportunities. Sometimes it's right back to our childhood, things that haven't worked out for us. But as we're moving forward and assimilating and moving on, this is really, really common because the World card is about completion of one whole cycle. So a new one can be born. And I think for a lot of Pisces, this is about new relationships or an existing one coming back from the dead, okay? But there's still a little bit of